And I showed it to you on Monday. This is your Chaitana consciousness. What is this? Chaitana, your consciousness. Can you see black, white, and this is pink, of course, but call it red. Pink and red clothes. Why I'm telling this is nobody tells this in the universities. Nobody tells in Hindu temples. Nobody tells in church. I don't know whether they tell in churches or not because church doesn't have three modes. I don't know so much about Islam also, but only three modes are there in Gita. That's why Christian universities and other universities, and other religions, they study Gita exclusively for this reason because there is no discussion of three modes. So my point of view, this is Chaitana, your consciousness, red. So, why consciousness is not goodness? How many of you are with me so far? Black, can you see black? Yes. And now I'm connecting that with us, everyone has to see this. I'm sorry, it's not visible, but I don't have a better place than this. Yeah. So, can you see the baby is you, soul? Here, that is soul. And can you see 1, 2, and 3? That is your mind. Then why 3? Why am side by side? This is a Tamogun experience, this is a Rajogun experience. No. They cannot see this. Please. Sorry. This is Sattvagun experience.
We want little height.
Okay, bring it, and chair is also fine. But it's very important. Why I'm telling is, whatever we studied, invested in college and universities for 20 years, maybe 25 years, it's important, yeah. Can everyone see this now at least?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you put on the top.
He has the remote. Remote charge.
No. It will be like this. I'm showing you.
Yeah. He can actually show it in the TV.
Oh,
Yes,
sure?
yeah, he can show in the TV, so everybody can watch.
Okay.
That's what he's trying to do.
Okay, that's fine too. So, why I have decided to show this for probably a few months is, you make money, enjoy sense gratification, you'll be happy. Did we learn anything other than that, irrespective of whether you're an engineer, a doctor, a professor? What is the aim of our education? Make money and sense enjoyment, you'll be happy. Devarat Maharaj, who graduated from Yale University, he told us, my university told me, goal of your life is satisfy your mind. And as a sannyasi says, my university spending $100,000 a year cheated me. Past 50 years he is telling Yale University cheated him after spending $100,000 a year. And this is purely from Bhagavad Gita. This is your consciousness. Again, I'm telling you, the white is a sattva. Consider this not pink but red. That is Rajoguna. And this is Tamoguna. You took birth, we are all in this consciousness, in lowest consciousness. And now that we stay in this one consciousness all the time. We operate, we travel between these three. T. Now, can you see this? This is your mind. And that blue one is, can you see this baby? That is you, soul. And underneath that one is life air, prana. And this one, I want to bring Krishna, but so sorry, last minute. This is your intelligence, and my cell phone is super soul. My cell phone is is super soul. And Radha Gopjan only so close, they are not. Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen from intelligence, purified intelligence, your life is perfect. That is the goal of spiritual life. Not saffron, not becoming GBC, not becoming guru, not becoming anything. What is the goal of life? Purify your existence so that, purify your mental intelligence so that you hear from Paramatma. Then whatever you do is perfect. It will burn your previous reactions, and next life you don't need to come here. Whether you come here or not, you are directly in touch with Krishna, and you don't know the word unhappiness. You don't know the word anxiety. You don't know the word stress. You don't know anything that dismisses you, though you are here. Best example is all the liberated souls, starting from Prabhupada. Now, why I use the word university is, this is the mind. Somebody like me wearing saffron for some time, people start offering respects. Oh, I'm very pure, I have tilak. And my mind will help me, continue your religion for a good time. Then mind will say, oh, you remember this, will open this. 20 years ago, you watched a junk movie, and you remember this experience? It becomes very vivid in my mind. When it becomes vivid in my mind, I'll be shaken up. Rascal number one, you're still there after this much sadhana? I'm there. Are you still here? Are you happy? Not. So, everyone is telling make money, you'll be happy. And this tamogun experience, it comes out. What is your end result? Dissatisfaction. Chi. After doing sadhana for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, still it is there. And I am giving everyone holding a lotus position, blessings to everyone. But I am not pure. I need to still work hard. Kali Yuga means a dambha. Means what? What you are is different. What you are projecting to the world is different. Hypocrisy. And your consciousness, sometimes it is in tamoguna, black, the representative tamoguna, envy, this Prabhu, he did he achieved it. India won the World Cup, why? You don't play cricket. Who will feel envious? That guy, the team member, whoever it is. But wherever you are good at, where you are successful, somebody says, hey, this person in America got a Nobel Prize. He is a wonderful person because he knows me. He is a wonderful person because he knows me. He is the humblest person because one day he came, 1,000 students were there, he came and shook my hands. He is very humble. Why he is very humble? He shook hands with me. Because he understood me as God, he is humble. I am honest with you. So, when your consciousness is such a low, when it is such low, it triggers envy. The worst thing is, with all the money, sometimes it triggers a desire for suicide. And today the problem of the world is loneliness, emptiness. And your consciousness is here, with all the medical degrees you have, or engineering degrees you have, PhD degrees you have. What is your consciousness here? And you are very dissatisfied. With a lot of money you have in the bank. Amna, you are with me so far. Thank you. Then another day, you are Grosthar, Brahmachari practicing for a good amount of time. Can you see this side? The middle one. Sattva experience, your consciousness is here. Something good happens. I did it. मैंने किया, so he says, congratulations, your consciousness is here. And I want everyone to see here now. What mind will do? Oh, you did it right, amazing, you achieved it, you're the performer, you're the man maker. And then you're shaken up by lust. You're shaken up by lust so much. And you want to control sincerely, quoting sloka after sloka after sloka, week after week after week, left and right. And nowadays so many people are also coming. And what is that? Your consciousness is here. You have so much money in the bank. You're a performer in the office. When you come, your office, the man is the production support problem. Here comes the man, the machine. And you have solved the production problem so many times. You're the go-getter. And then what happens, ladies and gentlemen? You're shaken up by this lust. I have a question for all of you. When you're shaken up by lust, is it a, Bhaktikas Maharaj says, it's a raw feeling? It is not a extreme, apes will not stand on and standing before Krishna and there will be tears are flowing. That experience, So then, and literally you are not happy. But finally, all the good fortune comes one day, goodness. You chanted very well, you come to temple, you serve Ye Prasad, you feel very good, and this is your consciousness higher. Sattva. And Sattva, here also white. Prabhu, you are the best devotee on the planet. You are the best devotee on the planet. You are serving so nicely in the kitchen. You are serving so nicely. When you give class, so many people come. And you are the purest pure devotee on the planet. World has not realized yet. Eventually they will realize, don't worry. Until such time, you have to patiently hold on. One day they will come and take blessing standing in the little bush. But as of now, you are the purest. Like the pure water in the Himalayas. Because there is no pure sattva in this world anyway. So, but what is happening is, happiness, distress, frustration, time is running out. With other temples and other churches, they pray for in the world today. Biggest spirituality is charity actually. When you give some money, they say, thank you very much, I am the door. Means you are operating only here. There is no Krishna, super soul. I am doing everything, my son. No worry, I am the door. So we don't even, Chandrasekhar Maharaj said this nice point, Yugal Kishore. I told you many times, but I am repeating for those of you who are here first time. When I wake up in the morning, I wear my body as a dress. I said, Maharaj, congratulations. Means you have attained it. That is self-realization. You are seeing yourself as self and body as a dress. And he said, it did not happen yesterday. After 50 years of sadhana. And he made a statement to me. Maybe there is an external journey, internal journey. Many people do not even know there is a journey called internal journey. And many people do not even know there are struggles in internal journey. Those devotees, non-devotees don't even know there is internal life. For them it is all about medals, possessions. One day 80-year-old, done. Next birth again, 90-year-old, done. Then they'll become a dog, 80-year-old, they'll become cat. So dog means 12 years, cat means 8 years. So likewise they're changing. For them to take human life, it may take again so long. But for devotees, let us talk about devotees. For devotees, those whose consciousness is only external, internal is this vehicle doesn't move. Suddenly you come in the association of great devotees, senior devotees. You preach to these people, they won't come with you. They start their bhakti, they become great devotees, maybe bigger than you. They may ignore you. But ladies and gentlemen, this vehicle has not started. Or it started, it has gone only 10 meters. Where you have to go to America from India, 10,000 miles, 10,000 kilometers, it has gone only 10 meters. Hey, suddenly I am already 30 now. Suddenly I am 40 now. Suddenly I am 50 now. This vehicle has gone only 100 meters. You become serious. Bhavanam Janmanam Ante Jnanavanam. So Maharaj said, those who focus on internal life. Why I am telling this is, I want to show this presentation actually, but I know. So eventually, when it's despite, maybe it's a little disheartening, but what is the good news for the devotees of Hare Krishna movement? This year is actually 60th year of, yesterday I just traveled, I came today, I missed late night yesterday. 60th year of Hare Krishna movement. Hare Krishna's finished 60 years. And most of the organizations don't cross 50. So when they celebrate 50, that's a big thing. Very tough organization like Hare Krishna is where no onion, no garlic, no tea, no coffee. There are people who took a vow, such a primitive organization in this world. These people are so primitive, When dogs are also drinking, these guys don't even drink coffee. They took a vow not to step on ISKCON steps. I know people are very primitive. So for that organization is continuing means this organization has to continue only in purity. This organization has to continue on the purity only. Means if you are a bhakti yogi in the previous life or ashtanga yogi in the life, little connection with God, then you will continue. They will come here. You will come here, but if you don't have determination, yesham tvanta gatam papam janam punya karmanam te dvandvam nirmukta. So that person who doesn't want to sin, whose sin is eradicated, he has heaps of pious activities, he or she. Bhakton Sukriti. That person becomes, he she tries to become free from duality. And bhajanti mama drudavrata. He or she will worship me with determination. Otherwise, Hare Krishna, I used to live in Vrindavan, Mangala, Guru, Sunday feast, 12:30 to 1, 40 people. Jump and dance because if you do exercise, today I passed to 4 days, I have not done any exercise, anyway I know I am going to Hare Krishna, jump and dance. One, I am bhakti mil rahe hai, दूसरा चीज शरीर को exercise भी हो रहा है. As soon as 1 o'clock is over, 1 to 2 class. Bhagavad Gita, Indians means I know entire Bhagavad Gita. Why? I saw Rama and Mahabharata serial 1992. I know what is that first line of Yada Yada Yada. So I know everything. But if Gita is needed, it is needed for my children. Anyway, they are attending Sunday school, no problem. Because I know Yada Yada Dharmasya, I know entire Bhagavad Gita. In between Karmanyavadi Garastha also I know. Because Manada used to sing very well, that's why I know. I don't need, because hey, I'm very successful. I came to America. I'm making money, so I don't need this. Because for all Indian parents, their children should become spiritual only so that they'll become doctor engineer. Whether you become spiritual or not, you should become doctor engineer, then spirituality has to go in the background. Like a spare tire. It should be steering wheel, not spare wheel. But that's a different point. Anyway, what am I telling? Why did I tell? Goodness. No. If I don't know why I jumped it. Anyway, so the point I'm making is, no, suddenly I lost. Can anyone tell me where I stopped?
60 years of Hare Krishna purity movement.
This is a pure movement. Thank you. Wow. So 60 years of Hare Krishna, that type of organization means you have okay, thank you. So unless you're a yogi in the past life or this life, because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, Srila Prabhupada, you'll come, you continue unless you have a strong desire. The external force is so powerful. I was very sick for 3 months. I was in India. One brahmachari made a wonderful statement. Nowadays, for somebody to become a monk is very difficult. You know why? The cell phone signals are going everywhere all over the world. Literally, there is no place where a sadhaka can perform sadhana. Cell phone signal is going through your brain also. It is not Srimad Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita. Most of the time it is junk only. So somebody is able to continue in Grihastha ashram, but somebody to stay in a brahmacharya ashram and continue, it's very difficult. 20 years ago, that many cell phone signals were not there. So today, plastic is everywhere and cell phone signals are everywhere. Means Kali has conquered. So you need to make actually Gauranga Prabhu said this, you need to make an extra effort to stay Krishna conscious. But if you take cell phone to your chanting room, Maya congratulates you. Congratulate. Very good. Acha kar raha hai. How many rounds? 32. Go ahead. But make sure you take the cell phone with you. And our, what is his name? Amarendra said, one finger is enough to scroll. With the bead of bag, one finger is enough to scroll. Means Maya can use that finger also. Somebody joked, just before year 2000, Yamaraj and Maya and Kali became very sad. This Hare Krishna's movement. Actually, recently this Maharaj passed away. What's his name? Our Badrinaran Maharaj. Badrinaran Maharaj was in New Vrindavan. Prabhupada was giving class. Prabhupada said, nobody wants this movement. Nobody is interested to chant. Nobody is interested to join. Still we are making progress. And Prabhupada lifted his head. Except 2-3 people, everyone is sleeping. Even this statement also, nobody is listening. Nobody wanted this movement. Sorry, I remember. I was telling New Vrindavan thing. 12:30 to 1 o'clock Kirtan. 1 o'clock to 2 is Bhagavatam class. I know everything. Sorry, Bhagavad Gita class. 2 people, including the speaker, me. Only 2. Another person, I don't know what he wants from me. So he must want something. He needed something for sure. And he would sit down, that's it. But Prabhupada knew this, Lord Chaitanya knew this, what he did. He designed his whole process. Prasadam, 2 to 3 o'clock. 250 people. I'm honest, I'm not joking. Kirtan only 40. After that is class 2. And Prasadam, 250. Temple management. आजकल हमारा मंदिर में हमारा भक्तों की संख्या बढ़ रहा है. 250 people eat. And what is the end result? You go now, there is no Sunday feast class. Removed. Means Maya will not take overnight. Drop by drop. So there should be consistent effort from the sadhaka to stay alive in Krishna consciousness or to stay awake in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, everyone is thinking they are respecting your seniority also. When were you initiated? 2019. I was initiated, Prabhu, when you were not even born. Blessings. Or what is your name? Oh, not initiated, huh? Don't worry. Full blessings are there. So, every day you are shooting an empty gun with empty bullets. Gun is making noise. Then eventually you'll become a laughing stock that you do not know. That way problems are very good. Though physically they are not good, spiritually they are very good. If this problem is triggering a sort of seriousness to make progress. If not, you are just dealing with the mind. There is no intelligence. This is not getting purified. And you are always considering your successes That's what mind says. Congratulations, Prabhu, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. Of course I did this. Then we don't even, actually I'm honest with you, many times I consciously started focusing, I have Paramatma inside, I have Paramatma inside. After this many years also, when problem comes, I never think Paramatma, my Lord, please help me. Means that much bodily consciousness. But with all these things, what is the good news? Lord Chaitanya said, don't worry, Prabhupada said, don't worry, I am there for you. As long as I am there, as long as because you are connected with me, I will take care of taking you forward. And Prabhupada is taking us forward. You know, Badrinath Maharaj says, when Prabhupada said this, everyone was sleeping. Fortunately, Badrinath Maharaj was awake to tell this after 20 years, 30 years. He also passed away. Actually, last temple president meeting, he gave the Bhagavatam class. And he said, already there was a, the light, he used the word, lighting already hit. Message is conveyed to me, he said. But this temple president meeting, he would not be there. So the point is, you have come to Hare Krishna's means you have decided to do PhD on the path of bhakti. You want to go back to Godhead. Day one you don't know, but Krishna picked you up of this 8 billion population. Krishna picked you up. You are that wonderful gentle soul. I am choosing you. Very soon you will come back to Godhead. You are the chosen one. I chose you, but you need to make little progress, sadhana. You are the chosen one. None of us, 5 minutes before coming to Krishna consciousness, none of us knew I would come to Krishna consciousness and it will change my life. And eventually, one day, Krishna will take me back to Godhead. That none of us knew. How many of you agree? Yeah. Means, if somebody didn't raise, means they knew. They knew they are the chosen Mahatmas. That's perfectly alright. It happens, somebody is very advanced in previous lives. That's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is intelligence. Do sadhana to purify intelligence and subdue the mind. One day, you will hear instructions from Krishna. That is the goal of life. Rest are all external. Rest are all external. You have good karma. One brahmachari told me, when I give class, 6 lakh people come on online. How many? I said, okay, Prabhu, how many is 6? 6 people or 600 or 6,000? He said, 6 lakh people come online. Wow. Prabhuji, ever since I started Krishna consciousness, I don't think that 6 lakh people come after 60 years also. It's empowered, exceptionally empowered. So what you have to do? Congratulations. Amazing, Prabhu. Respect. He may be half of your age. So here sitting, whoever is sitting here, I'm serious, he told me this. And it's real. Minimum number is 4 lakhs. He's ISKCON only. Minimum 4 lakhs, maximum 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs online. Prabhuji, I have 12,000 people chanting 16 notes. How many? Little less than half of my age. Perfect rule. So thing is, if we do not, we need to progress. I need to get rid of my impurities, and I need to focus for that sadhana. But actually, those of you married, 8 hours work, 8 hours, so 6, 7, 8 hours family life, then here sleepless 16 hours chanting. You have to perfectly balance is very important. Because for grahasthas and brahmacharis, signals are going and distracting them. This is probably a bigger distraction than any other thing. What is it? Anyone can recognize. So today, it's less time, but this is the introduction. Purification of the mind and the purification of the. When mind is purified, intelligence is also purified. Material intelligence will become spiritual intelligence, it will become sharp. Then this soul gets direction from Paramatma. Then we have to, if not operate, not operate on Tamaguna, not stay on this platform Rajoguna, stay on this platform Sattva. Bhurjana Prabhu asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, when people who are liberated, means who are Vishuddha Sattva, how will they make decisions? Prabhupada said, to make decisions, they'll come to the platform of Sattva. To make decisions, they'll come to the platform of Sattva. Because they're still in the material world, but they're already transcendental. So, Krishna performed 125 years of pastimes, and Krishna is living. Very interesting with Krishna. Krishna told this to Uddhava. Actually, I'll try to finish it. I have some health issues. Krishna told everyone, hey, this curse happened. So in order to counteract the curse, we'll all go to Prabhasa Kshetra. We'll all go to Prabhasa Kshetra and there we'll perform the yajna. Moon god came and what he did, he performed this intense sadhana and he became purified of the curse. So we'll all go. Krishna is telling, who would say no to it? Yes or no? That too, these are yadus. So they loved Krishna. One line has to come from Krishna, they will do it. There, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, why Krishna is taking everyone out of Dwaraka to Prabhasa Kshetra? Krishna told Brahma, these devatas, tell devatas to go and take part in my Leela. Tell them to appear in Yadu dynasty. So Krishna felt, if this Leela happens in Dwarka, anybody leaves the world in Dwarka, they have to go back to Godhead. Some people, Yadus, who came from heavenly planets, they have not acquired sufficient credits. I told this in Bhagavatam class one day. They have not acquired sufficient credits to go back to Godhead. They have to go back to heavenly planets. So those who are qualified to stay with me in Dwarka part of Krishna Loka, they will come based on their qualification. When I heard this, seeing Krishna does not mean so much. When they are dealing with Krishna day to day. Week after week, month after month, they are dealing with Krishna. But not even one demigod knew, I am going to demigod planet. How many are listening? Why is this? I may be on the altar every day when some of you or all of you are sleeping. Does not mean anything to me. You have a desire to do Mangalarti at 4:30. Krishna says, I facilitated. But you want to go back to Godhead? That I will decide. You will not decide. Arjun said to Krishna, my Lord, I will go to forest and beg. Sreyo bhoktum bhikshuma bihaloke. I cannot fight this war. Krishna said, no. You stay here and fight. If you stay here and fight, I will be happy. But end of the day, you do whatever you want to do. A war will happen. If you really ask me, this war is good because you are a Kshatriya. If you go to forest, suddenly one tiger will come and attack, you will give up your dhyan, meditation, you will start fighting with the tiger. Because you are not Rajaguna, you are a Kshatriya. So rather than fighting with the tiger and all, fight with you do think for my pleasure. Some Siddhar, Haritoshnam. It's better you stay in fight. But of course, you are an individual soul. I don't want to intervene in your free will. War is going to happen. Now you decide what you want to do. Arjun said, I think, my lord, I'll stay here and fight. Good. Now Krishna is telling, Uddhava is telling, my lord, take me with you. Krishna eats with Uddhava, Krishna jokes with Uddhava, Krishna consults Uddhava. Everyone in Dwarka knew who is the most intimate person of Krishna in Dwarka? Uddhava. Now, like Uddhava is telling, my lord, take me with you. Krishna said, no. I have already made a plan for you. With Arjun, I have already made a plan for you. Then when I thought, Means already he is making plans for everyone. We think Krishna makes plans only for them, not for me. And when we come before him, we'll take the list and read. No, then it's better Krishna makes a dynamic plan for me actually. That's why many people go to churches, mosques and synagogues. They open their wish lists. If it is already there in their karma, it will happen. If it is not there, it will not happen. If they are not serious devotees, that's why they become atheistic actually. I'm honest with you, most of the people who get green cards are not devotees. I'm gonna figure it. Most of the people who are getting green cards, they are not 16 rounders. Then why should I come here? Only one reason. Every mantra you are chanting, it is untying the knots of material existence, it is taking you closer and closer to Krishna. If you have gone 10 foot forward, you don't need to come back. Udhar tak gaya aap. And if you go further, what is that? I thought we have background music actually. So the point is, Swalpamapisha dharmasya trayate mahotobad. Uddhav is telling, my Lord, take me with you. Krishna said, no. You take sannyas. Go to Badrikashram. He is telling Krishna, Arjun, you work like a doctor. He is prescribing one action for Arjuna, he is prescribing another action for Uddhava. I will not take you with me, but I will tell you whatever is good for you. This is always Krishna says. That's why we have to listen from not cell phone, super soul. But as long as we don't listen, we are just reaping our karma, action and reaction. As long as it's Bhaktanuk Sukriti, will come Sunday feast after feast. And we'll chant round after round after round, day after day, month after month, year after year, birth after birth. So that's why we need to have that desire. One day I asked Devat Maharaj, will I go back to Godhead this lifetime? I asked this question. I really appreciate my courage actually. Maharaj said, don't worry about whether you will go back to Godhead or not. You focus, you make sure you stay in the association of devotees and you spend your time in Shravanam Kirtanam. That you focus. Leave the rest to Krishna. Otherwise what happens? As you age out, will I go back to Krishna or not? Maybe not. Mind one day will tell no. Then you will be depressed. You're 16 rounds, I don't go back to God. Itna mehnat karne ki zarurat kya bhi. Anyway, वैसे में ही नहीं जाने वाला नहीं हूँ. Then instead of eating 3 gulab jamuns, I'll eat 10 gulab jamuns and take good rest. बहुत मेहनत किया मैंने. That mentality will come. So what we should do? Don't worry. Who is your best well-wisher? Srila Prabhupada. Above him, Lord Chaitanya. Above him, Krishna. So what you have to do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So sincere sadhana. You all have a bank account, 50 years later that will be there, but we won't be there. But there is a bank account that keeps on increasing. It will come with us only. This bank account only will come with us. How many agree? If you all raise your hands, you have to strictly follow the process. Strictly follow the process. Krishna is telling as Uddhava, there will not piety, no piety, because as soon as I leave, the piety will end. Of course, Lord Chaitanya will bring that he doesn't say, but in Chaitanya Charitamrita it starts. And Krishna is telling, become free from attachment, fix your mind on me alone. Mam ekam. Krishna is very specific. And Krishna said, these family members, this, what are the tree, the chandelier, it is all my illusory creation. Iske upar dhyan mat do. Why? It will not stay with you. Either it will go before or you will go before. For that reason, theory doesn't work. There is head and heart. If it gets into the heart, it will stay. If it gets into head, it is very good for giving classes. And get tali. Everyone clap. Means what? It has got into your head only. It has not got into heart. As long as it has not got into heart means it will not help you. It will not help you. When anxiety gets into the action, heart has to rescue. When heart cannot rescue, head, which has to get you out of anxiety, will get into anxiety. That's why Krishna is telling practice sense control sincerely and perceive the soul. And Krishna tells a story. Krishna tells a story. One day Maharaj Yadu was going. Maharaj Yadu was going. He came across a Avadut. He said, hey, without nothing you are very happy. Seventh canto, not seventh chapter. Seventh canto. One day Prahlad was going. He happened to see another Avadut. Very interesting, both are same Avadut. Both are same. Hey, you are not working and you are not earning, you are ecstatic, you are blissful. This lunch is gone, what about night? You are not worried. This night lunch, dinner is over, what about tomorrow breakfast? You are not worried. And on the top of it, hairs are standing on, tears are flowing, your ecstatic symptoms are fully visible. Who are you, sir? Where are you from? This person and that Avadut is same Avadut. And in this story comes, and then why are you so happy? I acquired knowledge from 24 gurus. I learnt a lot from the nature. I learnt a lot. They taught me a lot. And when they taught me, it got into my head. From that, I got into my heart. Means it has become vijnana, realization. And that realization is there. I perceive the super soul everywhere running the show above this illusory creation. I am blissful. And sir, I learnt tolerance from earth. First canto. Earth as a cow, dharma as the bull. Dharma, 3 legs are cut. One leg urinating, shivering, this guy is coming and hitting the leg. Today, world is fighting wars on religion. Avidya, whether the Isopanishad, avidya or vidya. Avidya means ignorance, vidya means knowledge. Today, improper vidya is doing more damage than avidya. Today, world is not destroyed by illiterate farmers. Today, world is destroyed by educated from top universities who are educated only in avidya. This university education confirmed you are this body. If you enjoy life, you will make money. And if you enjoy sense gratification, you will be happy. Andam tamah pravishyanti yavidya upasate. There's a verse, I don't know, I forgot the 2 lines. But anyway, so vidya will take you back to Godhead. Avidya or improper vidya will cause wars. Right now 3 wars are going on. Purity, spirituality has become more relevant than ever before. Mankind is so disturbed than ever before. There was no word terrorism in 18th century. Terrorism was brought into dictionary only in 19th century. So he said, this cow and Kabul, they were talking. Supreme Personality of Godhead walked on my path. I was so happy. Now he is gone. And he is crying. Cow is crying. Mother Earth is crying because Supreme Personality Krishna left this planet. But now what are people doing? In the name of all I want, what is education? Extract everything from Earth. That is education. invent better, more and more, better and better instruments. I mean, with you 20 years ago, I didn't see John Deere's these excavating things in India. But today, everywhere they are there. Why? People are not working. Everyone is moving to the cities. So farmers are not getting coolies to remove the crop. I mean, to do the farming. So slowly, when you plow the land so nicely, it's like when there is an itch you scratch, you feel good. When you're feeling itch, you come and say, Prabhuji, thoda itch ho raha hai. Really, come here, I'll bring the knife. I'll scrape it with the knife. Then you will scrape it like this and start bleeding. Hey, wait. No. Itch will be gone for good. Or you say, I have a cataract. I'll remove your eye. Cataract is gone forever. Hare Krishna. So that's what it is. So, today improper vidya, my humble request is educate your children into spirituality. Nicely. Make them a devotee. Krishna will definitely take care of them and they'll be happier than us. But if you educate your children, if you bring them to Sunday school so that they'll become doctor and engineer, the moment they'll go to college, they'll give up. From 16, they'll come to 1 round. From 1 round, they'll come to 0 round. That's it. So I learned tolerance from earth. And from mountain, I learned service to others. 2 is missing, I'm sorry. Saraswati Thakur prayed for 9 to 10 years. He prayed, chanted 192 rounds. He prayed for the people that he would never see. Srila Prabhupada came to America. Actually, the parents, actually, I just landed. When mother came, she was only this much height. Her son is like 6 foot. And his mother embraced him, started kissing him. And mother has not seen him for a while. That is mother's love. And one day outside I was standing. We gave, actually Janmashtami, we gave prasad. And his mother was feeding the child. And that Prabhu he felt shy because he was before me. Prabhuji, what can I tell you? My mother's love. I fully understand. I have no problem, I also have a mother. So the point I'm making is, it's natural for parents to love the children. There's nothing great about it. Because you gave birth, that is underlying. Prabhupada came to America. Not that people were standing in Boston to receive Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada had no money. 2 heart attacks. Nowhere in Leela Amrita you would say, now I got $45, can I see a doctor? You don't read like that. Prabhupada took their karma. Prabhupada lived in Bauri, known for drug addiction and prostitution. Why? Why should Prabhupada do that? Tata Gopjana Bhavan ki jai, Nitai Pad Bhavan Gaur Bhavan. This Lord Chaitanya moment. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Krishna, all the people, in Mahaprakash Leela, everything happened. He revealed Ram form to Munari Gupta, to Kola Sridhar. He showed the entire spiritual world and he showed himself as Krishna with Balram, everything. Why did he take sannyas? To give Krishna. I always tell this. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Lord Chaitanya's grace, because you chanted this one mantra, it's an eternal credit. It will eventually 1% to 100% you will go back to Godhead. If you understand this, you will come here every week. If you understand this, you will chant every day without fail. Sincerely. Prabhupada was living in Bauri. David Allen Prabhupada was actually considered, this guy will take Krishna consciousness forward. He'll be my first disciple. That time Vietnam War was going on. Americans hated war. Prabhupada in 2nd Avenue, 26nd Avenue was telling these drug addict hippies, How Krishna is convincing Arjuna to fight the war. These guys, to avoid war, they wore the garb of hippism and they avoided going to Vietnam. They're coming to your temple for some reason for prasad. Now Prabhupada is telling, Krishna is convincing Arjuna to do war. Means you will not continue that class. But they continued. What I'm trying to tell is Prabhupada was fighting against all odds just to give Krishna consciousness to them. That's why it is called 26th 2nd Avenue, New York City is called the Holy Tirtha. Holiest of the Holy Tirthas. Why? This Swamiji was hell bent. That I shouldn't use that word with pure soul, but Prabhupada was bent on inserting Krishna into their Krishna consciousness and into their hearts to make them fortunate. And not that we are so much driven to come to Krishna consciousness, but somehow that was pushed into our heart, that Chaitanya's grace, Nityananda Prabhu's grace. Through Prabhupada was pushed into our heart. Daytime Lord Chaitanya cried for us. Nighttime he cried for, as in the mood of Radharani, he cried for Krishna. You know, Radha Bhav Dyuti Solitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. So if we understand that sacrifice Lord Chaitanya made, Nityananda Prabhu made, and the Acharyas made, taking example from mountain, we will dedicate our lives to do service. But Swami Karyam Swakaryam means, I always say this, when you do Krishna's job, your job also is done. What is that? You are serving prasad for everybody. 400 people are there, prasad, you like paneer sabji, this only is becoming small and small and small. You cannot tell others, make my plate, Prabhu. You know, last week also I didn't get prasad, this is also. I think every week no prasad, I don't have that much strength. Then one Prabhu will say, Prabhuji already made your plate for you. Really? And also there is another tub of paneer sabji. Give. Earlier you were giving sabji as chutney, now you are giving sabji as rice. Why? Your plate is made. So likewise, mountains do selfless service. But in our case, we don't need to consider as selfless service because our name is already written. Don't worry, you are already taken care. But mountains don't do that. So Avadhat Brahmana says, from mountain I learned selfless service. Giriraj Govardhan does service to all. So it's a little late, but what I'll do, it's a lengthy presentation. I did only 2%. So we'll see next week, next time whenever it is. But service to others. What is the service? Giving prasad is service, serving prasad is also service. Giving medicine is service, giving knowledge is, giving food is service. But telling you're not the spirit soul, telling you're a spirit soul but not the body, and Krishna is waiting for us. We are the last sons of the trillionaire, multi-trillionaire Father Krishna. That person who shows us the path to go back to Godhead, that is the highest service. Bhuvi Grunanti, Ibhuri Rajan. Tavakatamratam Taptachi. So gopis are telling, that's why the person who is driven to broadcast the message of Krishna, because it is very purifying and auspicious for even a hearer and a speaker, that person who is doing this is a true welfare worker. So what we'll stop here, and next time in future we'll see it's there. But my humble request, tomorrow will never come. Today is the day. Sincere. Krishna says in 11th canto of the Gita, mind is very difficult to control. And Krishna is telling, my Maya is very difficult. Mama Maya. Krishna is, this T20 cricket match, every bowler wants to take the batsman duck. Every batsman wants to convert every ball into a sixer. It's a continuous fight. So it's a continuous fight for all of us also. Those sincere seekers. Those are come and off and on.
Yes, Prasad is wonderful, Kirtan is wonderful, association is wonderful. Please do come and start chanting only one round. If any newcomers here, first time, anybody came first time here? We're honored that you're here, sir, and come regularly, and increase the bank account. You have a bank account 50 years later, that will be there, but we won't be there. But the Hare Krishna mantra is a bank account that will come with us. Thank you very much. If you have spoken anything wrong, do excuse me as your humble servant. Very grateful for your patient audience. And we have actually, I called everyone for community meeting, 3:30. Maybe it's happening after 7, 8, 1 year almost. So it's only half an hour, but thank you very much. If I've spoken anything wrong, excuse me as a humble servant. Vancha kalpatarabhishya krivasandabhich paditanam bhavanabhya vaishnavabhyo namah. Anandavad Vaishnavanda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yugal Kishore Prabhuji ki jai.